Hey Summit CrossFitters, Shauna here. I wanted to go over the assessment that we did a week ago Wednesday. I've had a chance to check out the results and I wanted to give you some information and feedback. The assessment came from the guys out of Active Life. I am involved in their online coaching program. They have a lot of good resources. You can also follow their online YouTube page for some great videos that you could just take into account and add into any additional work you're already doing and what we have for the accessory programming. Anyway, first, let's go ahead and talk about what we did and what we found in the results for Summit as a group. So it was the day that we did a max rep one set of deadlifts, the sumo deadlifts with 80% of your one rep max deadlift, followed by 80% of that sumo deadlift weight for the day for max reps back squat. And then we did 33% of that day's sumo deadlift weight for a front rack box step up on each leg, okay? So bilateral bias is the most common finding that they have found out of the Active Life group. And if you're bilateral biased, meaning that you're stronger on two legs than one leg, what your results will be is if your single leg score is less than your sumo deadlift score or your back squat score. So score meaning number of reps that you're able to perform. And then you fall into like a left to right imbalance if you were able to do 3 or more reps on one leg versus the other, okay? If you notice that you have a left to right imbalance, whether it's upper body or lower body, whenever you're doing single leg, single arm work, do your weaker side first and then match those reps with your stronger side. The idea to bring up that weaker side to the stronger side. And then you're considered deadlift dominant if your sumo deadlift reps are more than 3 reps greater than your back squat reps, okay? I noticed some notes in the results of your group said that some people were having trouble with grip and whatnot. You were able to pause on the floor to re-grip as long as you didn't walk away from the bar, but just something to kind of keep in mind. I know sometimes it's tough when we're testing a group as a whole, but just something to look at. And then lastly, you're considered squat dominant if your squat reps were 3 or more reps greater than your sumo deadlift reps for the day, okay? So we had 68 people who reported results into Wodify. Again, please remember to post your results because that's how we can watch your progress and how I can track it from afar. Of those 68 who reported, we had 17 of you, so you kind of fall into the norms as far as their most common results. We had the most people that fell into the bilateral bias, meaning again that you're better at the double leg, the sumo deadlift or the back squat relative to the single leg. We had 11 of you that reported as scores that showed that you're deadlift dominant, whereas we had 15 of you that reported scores to show that you're squat dominant. And then we had 13 of you that fell into like a balanced category, meaning all your scores were within 3 reps of each other. And then we had 12 left that were inconclusive because you only reported 1 or 2 that weren't able to be compared to anything. So when you're reporting your scores, please report all your scores so we can get that data. And as a whole, some takeaways here. First of all, if you are having pain in any manners, please contact me. As that coaches program, I do have access to give you all a code to be able to access their corrective action programs complimentary while I'm in the program. So I'm happy to share that with you guys. You can reach out to me on Facebook. And then from there, based upon your score also, you can use your knowledge of your body to focus your efforts in class and with the accessory work in open gym or outside of your class times. So again, we've talked about it in the past. We tend to be drawn towards doing more of what we're already strong at, and we want to make sure that we stay healthy long term and keep a good balance. So use the knowledge of your body to guide your training, and if anything from the results, we'll continue to add in a good amount of single leg work and some single arm work, especially this time of year, to just build up your strengths and avoid those imbalances. And then as you can see as a whole, we don't really have one trend versus the other. 11 of you deadlift dominant, 15 of you squat dominant, so we're going to continue to have a pretty balanced mix of squatting and hinging throughout the weeks. I hope that helps, just kind of give you some insight in how you can look at your own scores. And again, my name is Shauna Duvall. If you want to check me out on Facebook or talk to Aaron or Alex to get my contact information, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any further questions. All right, guys, thanks so much. Keep up the great work.